Hey everybody, welcome to Crossroads, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. This is currently Season 1, Week number 3, just starting, so Part 1. Sragg called not it on the recap.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Since I didn't play last game, it's kind of hard for me to recap.
No, I think we started we heard rumors of like, what was it? The farms were being attacked by, it wasn't orcs, it was goblins.
Goblins, yep.
Yeah. And then we ran into some old lady who said her husband's not going to make it. So we rushed out to that farm. And when we got here, it was invaded by goblins. We fought the goblins. This is going to be entirely focused on like my perspective because I'm giving the thing. Finias went up the stairs and took every single arrow in the chest, which was amazing.
But you missed a harpoon.
Yes, thankfully I dodged the massive crossbow bolt. I had 1 hit point left after that. Walked back down the stairs and started taking the arrows out where you guys went and killed everything. We found the farmer upstairs, talked to him. Turns out his wife died, so either that was a ghost or this is the wrong farmer. Who knows? Maybe we're just not really good at finding the right farm.
You're not sure.
We just stumbled across this one particular farm that had tons of goblins in it.
Yeah.
So wait, why did you guys go to this farm? What was the deal? I missed that part.
Well, because we heard that the farmers in the outskirts were being attacked by goblins, and the town's guard didn't have the resources available to send them out because they were busy doing something else. Probably should have taken notes on that.
They were also out taking care of it. There's basically a horde of goblins that are traveling west across the farmlands coming down from the mountains. Okay. With women and children in the war bands, which is an oddity.
Yeah. Speaking of children, after we slayed all the goblins, we found a baby goblin, which has not been killed yet.
It's actually in the cart.
It's in the cart. We all loaded up in the cart, and now we're on our way back to town, I'm assuming.
Yep. Yep,
A baby goblin.
Yeah, y'all found that right next to the sack and the rocks. And
How baby is baby? Like
infant.
Okay.
Infant goblin.
Like not able to walk yet, kind of infant.
Unable to care for itself.
Like,
That must be super tiny if it's a goblin infant.
It's swallowed.
It is.
Okay.
So tiny it gets bounced off the cart.
That's possible. You never know. Currently, y'all have.
Accidentally eaten as jerky.
That's possible. No.
D&D is a game of possibilities.
I'm not
Get all the
limiting
horrible ones out of the way right off the get-go.
I'm not sure which one of you is going to eat the goblin baby, but you know, whatever.
Tastes like
we'll work
chicken.
with it.
As long as it's not a troll, we just go there.
Not again.
Not again.
Yeah, we don't like to repeat things. Okay. So, y'all had loaded up and we're heading back towards town. You had about 3 miles of road. You hadn't seen any signs of fighting besides a couple of spots of blood on the road when you were heading this way. So either you were assuming that either already come through this area or you just missed the groups that had passed by here so far. When you're riding back up to town, you don't encounter any other issues along the way. I thought really hard about this. I really wanted to ambush you, but I decided against it for right now. I just want you to know that.
I would have known how we would.
You're so kind.
The cart runs over the goblins in the way. Free experience.
Right.
I'm on board with this plan.
Yeah.
I support this plan.
Second. So you make it back to town unhindered. What does the party do once you've arrived back in town? Your bard
Is run
Has
off
turned
by
into
dogs.
a dog.
I don't know what that was.
Don't
Okay,
make
so-
me run. I'm filled with chocolate.
Hey, come here. Come on. It's okay. We'll get them in a minute.
Fast enough.
This is so exciting.
Come here.
I love chocolate.
Come on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them all. Uh-huh. This is about the right size for a goblin baby.
It just went feral on us. Jeez.
Okay.
Can you make him
So-
green in post?
Maybe.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
Oh,
I'll get him first. All right. You make it back to town, like I said, unhindered. What does the party do once you arrive? Your bard was called away to a temple. The gnome said this was fun, but I have to deliver a shipment. I should see y'all later this week. And left y'all alone without you, Mr. Dwarf, I'm afraid.
I'm pretty sure like our gnome would have. It wasn't a shipment. He's probably vulgar enough to say I have to deliver a shit.
Yeah,
That sounds like something more like along his lines.
pretty much, yes. That leaves the three of y'all with the goblin baby that they ducked out of without mentioning.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I need to go and deliver a message to Silvery Moon.
oh yeah, just leave us with the baby. Why don't you?
Well,
I
you know,
was the one that wanted the baby.
I was the one that picked it up. I'll take it to the orphanage. I'm assuming there's an orphanage in our town.
There is indeed an orphanage in your
I
town.
will take the baby to the orphanage.
Till it burns.
Until it burns, yeah.
Actually, I got to drop off. What's the farmer's name again?
Which one of these is him?
Yeah, the farmer. I'll bring the farmer to the church.
All right, yeah, you take the farmer with you to the church because I don't know which one of these was him. It's
Oh,
not him. It's not him.
Poor farmer.
Hey, he's
Yeah.
not dead.
I'm not
He took
dead
a
yet.
serious blow to the head and he can't remember his name. Poor guy.
Yeah, the no-name guys never make it that long, and he's heading to the church.
Is his shirt red?
Yeah.
Red.
With blood.
He heads to the Church of Death with Fleur to never be seen again.
Like I said, bye-bye, farmer.
Are you sure you really want to do that, sir?
Oh, I mean, we could always drop him off at the tavern instead.
I was talking to him.
Ah, either
Sir?
one's fine with me.
Okay, just tavern maybe. I glance at Svetlana.
Sure.
All right.
Fine,
that?
fine. To the tavern.
Okay. So the group heads back collectively to the Moondeep Tavern in Old Town. You'll get there to see Laura is serving a plate of food and some drinks to your dwarven companion.
Soon to be roast chihuahua.
It's coming from the kitchen. The other day was rat, today is dog.
You're not sure. But you see him sitting at the table, still got the bandage around his head from where he was kicked in the head. Remember,
So I'm there eating food.
yeah, you woke up rather late in the day, even for you. You were left to recover in the Moondeep Tavern.
Foedrin.
You
Glad
rested.
you used the R word recover instead of rot. You were left to rot.
Yeah. And Laura's been looking after you. And, you're one of her repeat customers. You got to make sure you're all right.
Oh, she's the tavern person. Okay.
Yeah, she's a tavern owner.
Right. Okay.
Mhm. Inherited it from her great-grandfather, Lars.
So, before I sort of hop in as the character, do I know that I talked to her at all about what happened? Or do I like about the wombat or?
You haven't really
Marmoset.
discussed that one too much with her. Just
Okay.
that he got you pretty good. You told her several times the spot that he kicked you. That's why she's got the cold compress there. There's nothing visible anymore, but she went ahead and bandaged it.
It's gonna be wearing it forever.
Yeah.
What's going on now?
I'm not really sure.
One of the dogs is escaping the
That was
kitchen.
The sound of the dog being hit with the frying pan.
Jeez.
It wasn't dead yet.
Not dead yet. Oh, you will be.
Okay. So,
I
yeah.
don't usually
love
squeal like this when I boil them.
Well, it's like that butcher said, that's never happened before.
I can't even say it. Goings on with the creatures as late, the robots. And
So we walk in and see him sitting there.
Yes.
And this is
Foedrin.
after the baby is now at the orphanage, right?
No.
Thargeth.
Okay.
Thargeth. I can't tell you two apart. Actually, I think I put you in the wrong thing on the. Oh no, I put you right. You're Thargeth.
My
Okay.
character frame is in the wrong
No,
picture.
it's right. I just had this horrible
Okay.
feeling that I did it wrong. Thargeth, you're alive.
Of course I'm alive. What happened to the wombat bastard that kicked me in the head?
He was brought to justice.
I still owe him one.
He's in the jail if you want to go give him.
Oh, not
piece of your
now. I'm
mind.
eating.
Oh, that's a good idea. Unnamed farmer, do you want something to eat?
Unnamed
on.
farmer.
I'm going to fix that. I've lost his name, but we're going to get. Oh.
What is
Did I?
called
Farmer
Red.
Brown.
He's gonna die soon.
Farmer Brown. Farmer Red. Even better.
Like I said, he's gonna die soon anyway. Let's just deal with
His
it.
name is apparently
Red Farmerson.
Bald Goodwill. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Bald Goodwill?
So, yeah, farmer.
Baldy.
What was your name? Did we even ask your name?
Well, my friends call me Baldy.
But you're not. I don't want to know.
He's not baldy. He's got like a flowing mane of hair.
Yeah,
I look at him and suddenly, and then think better of asking for details. Like, you know what?
That hair tonic you sell is great. Sorry.
I look at whoever's manning the bar and say, "Food for my friend here."
Oh, coming up. Will y'all have anything?
Well, I'll have some too. Why not?
All right. She dishes up and brings out. Apparently, it's mutton tonight. Mutton and stewed vegetables.
What time of day is it? I assume tonight means we're in evening.
Yeah, you're in evening. They've been out and come back already.
It's the barking mutton.
Yeah. She brings out and serves everybody. He sits down next to Thargeth and they compare head wounds.
So where have you all been? How come you're not working?
What? I do not have to work every day.
I suppose. I usually see you here.
Well, yes, usually, but there are days that I do not work. As in, there are days whenever we go and kill a bunch of goblins. No help from you, of course.
You killed some goblins without me.
You weren't there to help.
Ah!
You were upstairs. You were completely incapacitated.
That wombat.
Baldy looks over and says, well, if it's any consolation, they brought one back for you.
No, this one goes to the orphanage. We are not going to slay it.
An orphan goblin. What are they going to do with that?
Take it to the orphanage.
I mean, I suppose they need to have their chamber pots cleaned.
What if you were orphaned as a baby and someone said the same thing about you?
Then I'd say goo goo gaga.
It's pretty much all you say now.
He just laughs at that.
All right.
I'm stuffing my face with whatever's brought out.
You hear the goblin baby act up. Obviously hungry.
Anybody know what goblins eat?
That is a good question. Does anyone know?
The farmer pops up souls.
Well, anybody know of a good soul substitute?
Well, we could always take it to Fleur's church. I'm sure there are plenty to go around there.
You ask for a soul substitute. The farmer picks up his boot and points at it.
Bye-bye.
They can eat this soul.
Yep. You're very punny.
I like Baldy. He's going to stay around a while.
All right. So, what's everybody else's plans for tonight?
I have to take the rent to the orphanage. Other than that, I have nothing.
I need to head to Silver Moon.
Don't we have to return these horses?
Oh yeah. How about I'll return the horses, and we'll find each other tomorrow. Well, after I'm done eating.
That is fine with me.
We still have a
We have other plans, or what's the deal?
Well, there's the mechanical rats that we need to figure out what to do with them.
All right, the rats. What'd you do with that thing anyway?
I just pat my pack sack. It's here, safe.
Then we always have the Scorched Earth band north of town.
There's that too.
We have them.
Wait, how many ears? Wait, hey, who's got the ears?
I check my ears. And I've got 2.
No, anyway.
I'm pretty sure that was the bard that gathered that.
Yep.
Typical bard.
The bard ran off with all the ears.
I remember helping to cut them off, but I think that they eventually ended up with the bard.
I guess we'll have to make sure he gives us our share.
Speaking of shares, what about the purple marmosets? Share money.
What?
Phineas?
What are you talking about?
You
The
return
reward for turning him in?
Did I get money
For
for
a
that?
vigilante?
Out of character.
30 gold.
Wait, I get a cut of that for getting kicked in the head.
Did I?
Did you actually inflict any blows on the actual enemy at the time? Or did you only...
I'm sorry, what? You were trailing off there.
Lana, you're just going to have to forgive him. He's a little...
You know what? That reminds me. I need to make sure and wipe off all the blood off the stairs from dragging you up of them.
So yeah, we got 30 gold for apprehending the marmoset. So who's all there? Bard, fighter,
Us
He
four...
kicked me in the head.
everybody but
The gnome.
Well, the gnome...
the gnome and the wizard.
Everyone except the gnome.
The 5 of us.
The gnome and the wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5. 30 divided by 5. 6. Okay.
6.
Va donner un bac à papa, tu vas voir que Caleb va être ici. Vas-y.
Quiet! I'm counting over here. Hey, well, each of you guys get 6 gold.
Okay.
So that's minus 18.
Huzzah.
All right. So you pay them up. All right. When you're passing the gold out, the farmer holds his hand out too.
You already got paid. But that dwarf right there that's the person you need to talk to about rebuilding your farm. Thargeth.
What? What about rebuilding a farm?
Baldy here needs his farm rebuilt.
Is it
They did-
made of stone?
They did do a number on it. Mostly wood.
It will be made of stone now.
Right. I'll charge you a fair price.
I'd certainly appreciate it. Can you put in one of those pit traps for when they try to charge in again, if that ever happens?
Pit traps, Oh yeah, we could do that.
I've heard they're only good for hobgoblins, though.
And that's only when they willingly run into them.
You see, he's sitting there starting to think about it. I hadn't heard that. I'll have to be careful then.
Or tactical gnolls.
Can you make it so that the first floor gets crushed by the second when I pull a lever?
Jeez.
I might have to talk to Foedrin about the mechanics of that one.
If you could get some plans drawn up.
Did you want it to play music as well?
Yes, I think that would be wonderful.
Oh, we could probably arrange that then. I'll talk to Foedrin when I see him next.
You see, the farmer's just sitting there thinking about how this would work and cackling to himself.
So, Thargeth, how much is that going to cost?
Oh, we'll figure it out. I got to talk to Foedrin and know his costs and what have you.
Hey, I get a finder's fee, right?
Well, maybe.
The farmer finishes up and says, well, if it's all the same, I think I'll go and take a room. It's been quite a big day.
Bidet.
Missed the G on that.
So will you be staying in town for a bit then to sort out the arrangements, or where can I find you if you're not here?
I think that I'll stay here in the inn.
Right, okay. I'll come and track you down.
Let me write him down too, so I don't lose his name again. We don't end up with Baldy having 15 names.
Although that would be funny.
It would be. What's your name today, Baldy?
I'm telling you, he stays here. There's going to be another incident with the marmoset guy, and some monkey tool's going to go flying through the window again, and it's going to cut off the poor farmer's head, and he's going to wish he never stayed here.
But what are the odds of that?
Have you met you?
See, he should have stayed at the church.
At least then, when the monkey tool decapitated him, he'd be ready. So he
Less
goes.
people for me.
Passive perceptions on this one then. Everybody's going to be able to pick up on this. So he seemed like the poor farmer the entire time y'all dealt with him. Everything around his farm, it looked like this guy's just a poor farmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes up to pay for the room, and he reaches into a little belt pouch and pulls out a platinum coin and says, "You'll have to make change," and puts it down. You know what? I'll just keep it for as long as that'll take me. He takes the key and heads up to the top.
I think we got played.
Well,
See, I
Lana,
told you, all these wealthy farmers be shutting the banks down.
oh,
You know what they say.
Shutting down banks, planting crops of corn.
No good deed goes unpunished.
well, with that, I guess I'll be turning in at the church for the night. I have to go to Silvery Moon in the morning.
What are you doing in the Silvery Moon?
I have to relay a message to the Armory of Silver Moon about the ongoings of the goblin horde that is rampaging around the countryside.
Everyone will also have caught notice on the way back and here at the table, Mr. Dwarf, of the sparkly new necklace your paladin friend has.
And I'll be going to the store. That was going to say my next place I'll be going.
Sorry, what about a sparkly new necklace?
The necklace, it's a fine gold chain with a big red gem in the center holding it.
Forgot about that thing.
That's right.
Huh?
Who's got
I
that?
forgot about that thing.
Fleur's wearing it currently.
Remember to
Oh, where did you get that shiny bit there? Well,
Yeah.
don't be shy.
Good deeds. See what happens when you're actually about to save people?
What do you mean by that?
Well, next time, dodge more. Not stop the kick with your head.
I think what he means to say is he'll make sure that we each get a fair share. Of
Yes,
whatever
we
that's
will
worth.
all get a fair share of it all.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So with that, she's departing for the night. She'll head to the magic shop and get identified and then to the church.
Okay.
Okay.
So Fleur heads out, leaving the three of you and the goblin baby.
I am going to head to the orphanage tonight.
come
I
in
do
now,
not want to have to deal with the,
Up there.
I do not want to have to deal with the little goblin child tonight. I do not know what to feed it, so I suppose I should take it now. Hopefully someone else can care for it.
That's true. I'll return the horses and let them know that the ears will be coming shortly.
Much appreciated.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
So she'll take the baby and head to the orphanage.
Okay. So Finias goes to talk to the captain about the ears.
Mhm.
You head to the orphanage. Fleur heads by a magic shop here in town and then heads on to Silver Moon. Right? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be taking the portal and
Portal to Moondale? I mean to Waterdeep?
yeah.
You're going to tack on months of travel time.
Will I add on to months of that?
A
on?
lot, yeah. Waterdeep to Silver Moon is crazy distance compared.
Okay, well then I'll just stay here.
You'll stay here.
Yeah, in Moondale and depart in the morning.
Okay.
Not the most wisest thing to do, depart going south when we have all the goblins on the south end.
I was wondering what you were going to do.
Go ahead, go south.
It will be fun.
Okay.
Everything will be fine.
What?
This is fine.
You can just wish them blessings as you pass them by.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're best. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're definitely blessed. All the way back up.
okay, base price. That's it. Okay. So you get, let's go through the list here and start with Fleur. So Fleur, you head to the magic shop here in town. Let me get that pulled up. I've got that written down. That's not needed right now. Here we are. And let me write that down here. All right. Magic shop.
Trying to figure out who's breathing so heavily.
What the? That actually freaking okay. Take me off there.
If you just want to send it to me in a message there, for now.
That caught me by surprise. I'm trying to write. Who the hell was that? Who was that?
I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
I'll find you. What I have are a particular set of skills.
Maybe if you ask the audience would be able to assist you.
Yes, audience, when you see this, when you see who blew in their mic, put it in the comment. I will deal with them next show. Thank you in advance.
It's like reverse inspiration.
So basically, if you got an inspiration from last game, let's use it now.
So while we're all
Wrong. Okay. What?
What?
Oh, sorry. So, all right, you make it to the magic shop here in town, and that is a fantasy setting shop.
It's not the exploding shop that almost killed me earlier, was it?
No, that was the alchemist's shop. And this is the Thousand Spires. Thousand Spires. That's a pretty cool shop. Inside, you see a elven female that is tending the shop. You haven't been in this one before. Usually, you're not in the market to buy magic items yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of above your price range. So she turns and sees you coming in. Oh, a new customer.
Well,
How
yes.
may I be of assistance to you?
Well, I found this. I was wanting to see if you can identify it for me. And I'd take off the necklace and hand it to her.
Certainly, for a small fee.
And how much is your fee?
10 pieces of gold.
Very well.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. What's your name? She scrapes at it.
Fleur.
Fleur. She scrapes the gold into the bag. My name is Hywin.
Nice to meet you, Hywin.
Yes. Hywin Robbery.
That's if she actually turns around and says her whole name while we're shaking hands, I'll just say Priest of Kellamore.
Pleasure.
And blessings upon you.
And you as well.
That wasn't creepy
I
at
win
all.
robbery already.
Highwind R. Aubrey.
She said, what you have here is a parapet of health.
Okay, and what does that do?
It makes the wearer immune to diseases.
Cool.
Useless.
Well, thank you on that. How much is it worth?
Oh, well, let's see. If I were to buy it, I venture I would give you. Let me roll this up here. Oh,
About 10 gold.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm expecting to hear.
that's crazy. She said, she turns to you and says, actually, I would give you 150 gold for this, but you must never mention that you sold it here.
And why is that?
It's just part of the deal. Do you accept?
I think I'm going to hold on to it for now. You know, being immune to diseases sounds like such a benefit.
Very well. If you insist.
Okay.
He slides
One-time
it.
offer only.
It is. This is one-time offer only.
Fleur better hope that we never find out about this.
If you change your mind, I'm sorry, the price will be halved.
Yeah, no, if you change your mind, I'm afraid I won't be able to offer a price that high again. He slides it back across to you. All right. You have the amulet. Thank you.
Come again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Oh, she's gonna sit right there for a minute while she'll go to the back side of the store. Just think on it for a few more.
Okay. So she goes into the back of the store to think for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let me switch across then, and we'll go over to Svetlana, who's headed to the orphanage.
Yes.
You know exactly where to go. It's one of the bigger buildings in town. Apparently, it was well funded back over a century ago. And stained glass windows. It's a really nice place, but you don't really ever see anyone go in or out of it.
Okay.
You get up to the orphanage. There's a big gold door knocker on the solid oak door. It's got etching in it.
Knock.
You knock on the door. After a few moments, you hear someone coming down some steps. It comes up and opens the doorway. Yes. You see a woman in front of you. She's dressed in a blue sequin-looking gown with some type of animal pelt wrapped around her shoulders. Jewels everywhere.
Sounds pretty luxurious.
It already reminds me of Mrs. Hannigan from Annie.
How may
All right,
I help you?
Let's see. She'll hold up the little goblin baby. I ran across this orphaned child. It needs a place to stay.
I see. Well, times are hard. We can accept your baby with a donation to the children.
What kind of donation?
Monetary.
How much?
Just care for a few weeks, say 10 pieces of gold.
You want me to pay you to give you this orphan child?
Well, things are rather tight at the moment with all the mouths to feed.
Yes, it is unfortunate for you. You should perhaps
Brushing her fur coat.
you should perhaps petition the town about that.
They will not go up on our funding. I don't know why.
Have you considered selling some unnecessary items to help to fund the children?
I have tried, but no one will purchase the little rapscallions.
I said items, not children.
I'm sorry. Well, you seem nice. 5 gold pieces then, and I'll put him up somewhere. It is a him, I'm assuming. I certainly hope it's not a her.
I do not know. Is there a difference one way or the other as far as its care?
Just speaking to how ugly the poor little thing is. I'm sure I'll find somewhere to keep it without light.
You run the orphanage, correct?
Why, yes. I'm Celine Daston. I run this orphanage. I'm the matron.
No one else run. with you?
No, I handle it all myself.
Would I be able to see where the child will sleep?
If you are considering adoption, but there are fees and documents.
I don't want to adopt the child. I just want to make sure that when you take it inside the building, it does not end up in the trash can.
I'm afraid you'd have to schedule a tour. And we only do that every third day of the month.
Okay. It sounds as though you have very tight rules and are you not trying to give the children to loving homes?
Yes, we are. We are molding them for their future. We've retained strict order and good discipline.
How so?
Sometime with bricks.
With bricks. What do you do with the bricks?
There's a certain cell in the basement. We brick them up in there if they've been bad. Give them time to think about it.
How do they get back out again?
Would you excuse me a moment?
It is a child murder house.
Yes, we did let them out again.
How so?
Removing some of the bricks.
What do you mean we? You said you are only one here.
Well, I am.
So who's we?
Well,
Children helped.
I mean the organization as a whole, which is me.
The royal we.
Do you know what the goblin baby will eat?
I imagine the same fare as the rest of the children.
What do they eat?
Whatever we can afford with the limited funding and donations we receive.
What do they eat?
Generally, various types of gruel, sometimes containing grain.
What do you eat?
Oh, I don't eat here. I wouldn't want to take from the children.
Oh, of course not. Where do you stay here?
Yes, to maintain supervision.
So so if you're maintaining the supervision, but you do not eat here, who watches them when you go?
Oh, they have good, strict order and discipline.
But you said you must maintain the supervision. This does not sound like supervising if there is no.
No, they are kept safe whenever we are out.
In what way? Is
they
that when you
are
break them up?
securely restrained.
By breaking them up in the basement again?
Well, sometimes in their rooms.
How many children are in the orphanage?
She looks over. 37.
Okay.
So would you like to give care to the...
Not for tonight, maybe tomorrow.
All right, well, I must let you know, we shut down at 8 o'clock and this door does not open. But should you change your mind, she goes over and slides this thing aside, there is the night drop box.
I just climb him in, right?
Yes, and we will deal with it as soon as we get here at 10 o'clock sharp the next morning.
Just climb him in the box.
Yes.
There's straw on the bottom.
Maybe a little blood.
It's filled with bricks. You got to start them early.
Okay.
It's a box full of spikes. Just put him in a drop box.
I assure you, this is a very secure location.
I
completely fireproof.
Can I get a perception check on her?
Yes.
Insight.
Insight. You can totally. Yep.
Let's see here. I gotta find my sheet.
We've had not a single escape in all the time I've been running this. She's being completely honest in her
I was
mind.
gonna say she probably is being honest about it.
She believes everything she's telling you.
Okay. Aiken, what time do you open in the morning?
10 a.m.
10
after morning tea, of course.
Of course.
Like the children drink tea.
Oh, no. Water, generally.
Who
Whenever we
drinking
can
tea?
afford it.
Well, who's affording all the tea?
Oh, that comes from my own personal salary. I'm afraid I can't mix up the funding for the orphanage with my own personal funds. It's just not done.
Who pay your salary?
That would be paid by the city, yes.
The city.
They pay my salary, and then the donations pay for the children. Yes. We
They
get
don't
some
pay-
funding from the government, of course, for the children, but
What
not
do
nearly
they-
enough.
Yes, I'm sure. Okay, I come back tomorrow.
Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And again, I must remind you, the night drop box.
Indeed, I cram him in. Indeed.
Have a good evening. And she closes.
Goodbye. Oh my God, I must send Fleur over here to make sure and bless the children before they all die. Back to the tavern.
All right. With the end of that, let's go to a quick break.
Okay.
I think we should be in an hour.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for watching on Twitch. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button so you know when the next video gets posted. And of course, leave us a comment. We'll see you in a bit.